Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Kelsey Anderson's true reaction to dad on Golden Bachelorette. Golden Bachelorette suitor Mark Anderson was encouraged to apply for the reality show by his daughter, Bachelor Season 28 winner Kelsey Anderson. Joey Gracie D revealed why his fiance isn't enjoying watching her dad on the show anymore. Keep reading for all the details. Kelsey Anderson's true reaction to dad on Golden Bachelorette. Bachelor Nation viewers immediately fell in love with Kelsey Anderson's dad, Mark, during her hometown date on The Bachelor. She encouraged him to apply as a contestant on the Golden Bachelorette and wooed Joan Vassos. Kelsey even showed up on the season premiere to introduce her dad to his next possible wife. But Joey Gracie D revealed during a recent interview with Extra that Kelsey isn't enjoying watching her dad on the show after the first few episodes. And no, it's not because some fans think he's not there for the right reasons. Joey said during the interview that he loves watching Kelsey's dad on the show more than she does. Why? He explained that no child likes to watch their dad kiss or take part in a striptease. I don't think any daughter wishes to see that of their parent, Joey said. However, the former Bachelor said he tunes in every week to support his future father-in-law. Jenna Johnson clears up previous statement about being sad to pair with Joey Gracie D on Duties. Joey Gracie D's Dancing with the Stars partner Jenna Johnson was part of the interview. Extra caught up with the pair after their stunning performance on the hair metal episode of the Celebrity Dance Competition. She was asked if she wanted to address her previous comments that she was sad when she first found out Joey was her Duties partner. She said she absolutely wanted to clear up what she meant because her words were twisted. According to Jenna Johnson, she wasn't sad to be partnered with the Bachelor Nation star. But before she knew who her partner was, she'd heard rumors that an NFL star was joining the cast. She hoped she would be paired with a football player, simply because she hadn't had the opportunity yet. NFL player Danny Amendola is competing on season 33 of Duties, but he's paired with Whitney Carson. Jenna Johnson said she was ecstatic when she found out Joey Gracie D was her partner. She called him one in a million and praised his commitment and hard work. Gene Simmons was the guest judge for Hair Metal Night. He came under fire for his scoring. But Joey Gracie D had nothing but kind things to say about the rock legend. He said it was so cool to interact with the Kiss frontman. Kelsey Anderson sat at the edge of her couch, nervously nibbling on her thumbnail as the dramatic opening sequence of the Golden Bachelorette played on the TV screen in front of her. She had never imagined her father, Jeff Anderson, would be one of the contestants vying for the heart of a woman on national television, let alone at his age. But here he was, suited up in crisp, tailored outfits, all smiles and charm. She couldn't help but feel a mixture of pride and disbelief. Her dad had always been the adventurous type. After her mother passed away 5 years ago, Kelsey had seen him throw himself into new experiences, traveling, cooking classes, even picking up salsa dancing. It wasn't that she didn't expect him to date again. In fact, she had been encouraging him to get back out there for years. But going on a reality show to find love, that was something else entirely. As the first few scenes rolled, showing her father meeting the other contestants, Kelsey couldn't help but feel her stomach tighten with apprehension. The cameras painted him in a flattering light, calm, funny, and confident. He stood out among the other men, his silver hair giving him a distinguished look that she had always loved. He didn't seem nervous at all, unlike the other men who appeared either flustered or overly cocky. There was something warm and grounded about her dad that the producers seemed eager to capture. "I swear, Dad," she muttered under her breath, "don't embarrass me." It was strange seeing her father in this context. Kelsey had grown up with a strong bond with him. He was the one who taught her to ride a bike, helped her through breakups, and supported her through her divorce a few years ago. Seeing him now, positioned as one of several suitors, It was like peeking into a parallel universe. Part of her felt protective. What if he got hurt? Or worse, what if he became the butt of a joke? But another part of her was curious. Would he actually fall in love on TV? Could someone really connect deeply in such a manufactured environment? Kelsey had her doubts about the authenticity of reality dating shows. She'd seen enough episodes of various Bachelor spin-offs to know that drama often trumped real connection. The cameras finally cut to her dad's first one-on-one interaction with the Bachelorette, Claire, a vibrant, silver-haired woman in her mid-60s. Kelsey leaned in, anxious to see how the conversation would go. Claire had an undeniable warmth about her, a kind of no-nonsense aura mixed with a playful twinkle in her eye. Kelsey liked her immediately. The two sat together on a plush couch outside by a roaring fire. Kelsey could tell her dad was doing his best to be charming without coming off as overbearing. He asked Claire about her family, shared a few stories about traveling to Europe after Kelsey left for college, and even got a few genuine laughs out of her. Kelsey smiled as she watched him talk. His easygoing nature had always been one of his best qualities. But then came the moment that Kelsey dreaded, the sob story. Every contestant on these shows had one, and as much as she admired her dad, she was cringing at the thought of him revealing personal, painful details to the entire country. Sure enough, as the conversation deepened, her dad gently brought up her mom. "I was married to my high school sweetheart for over 30 years, he began, his voice softening. "We built a life together, raised an amazing daughter, but cancer took her from us too soon." Kelsey felt the familiar pang in her chest at the mention of her mom. It had been years since her passing, but the wound was still there, just under the surface. She watched as her dad's eyes filled with the kind of emotion that he rarely showed. For all of his outgoing nature, he had always kept his deepest feelings close to the chest. "I never thought I'd be in a place where I'd be ready to love again," he continued, glancing down at his hands. "But here I am, trying to see if there's another chapter for me." There it was, the vulnerability, the authenticity. Kelsey's heart swelled with both pride and sadness. She had never seen her dad talk about his grief so openly. To see him do it on national television, in front of millions, was both surreal and cathartic. She wiped away a tear, her own emotions bubbling to the surface. Claire reached out and placed a hand on his. "I admire your strength," she said, her eyes locking with his. "It's not easy to open your heart after such a loss." The conversation moved on to lighter topics, but Kelsey couldn't shake the rawness of that moment. It was one thing to talk about these things in private, but seeing it play out in such a public forum made her realize just how much her dad had been through, and how much he had grown since her mom passed. As the episode continued, Kelsey found herself rooting for her dad in ways she hadn't expected.